My name is Tracy Matthews, and I'm the president of the Villages Foundation. And I am thrilled to welcome everyone to the dedication ceremony for our new Veterans Memorial Park. I'd just like to say that I'm proud to be an American, and I want to thank each and every one of you for that pride and for the freedoms that I enjoy today. Also, I'm thrilled to be a member of a family who served our country so well, and with this memorial will be remembered for generations to come, and that makes me very happy for myself and my family. Also, I'm overwhelmed to be in the company of such wonderful people, veterans, family members, friends who have worked so hard to make this dream a reality. Congratulations, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Tracy. Much of the success of the Veterans Memorial Park is due to the tremendous support we've received from the many veteran service organizations in our Tri-County area. We are very pleased that we have 12 organizations with us today who have present their flags, beginning with Ex-Prisoners of War's Lake Monroe Chapter, American Legion, Post 347, Daughters of the American Revolution, Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 87, Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 150, Jewish War Veterans, Ocala Post 780, Military Order of the Purple Heart,
It's a prideful day for our community, and it's an emotionally charged day for all of us. So many people worked long and hard and waited patiently for this perfectly appropriate site, and worked very hard to make this thing come together. And I couldn't be prouder of the people in the veterans organizations that work so closely with our construction and our design folks to make this thing a reality. I feel real unworthy addressing all of you here today, those of you who served our country and fought so hard to protect and ensure the freedoms that we so joyously revel in today. It's those freedoms that you all protected and ensured would last forever for us, that have enabled us to even have the opportunity to have this dedication day. So again, it's a very prideful day for us as a community and our family to be involved with such an event as this and a memorial as this. The hard work and dedication of the folks that are being memorialized here today and has come through with the folks that worked so hard, kept their eyes on the goal and didn't see the obstacle, and worked through all the little details that it took to bring this thing to fruition today. And in a few minutes you'll get to see the labors of their hard work, and this will last forever in memory of those who labored and worked hard to give us the America that we so enjoy today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone. Today is the second happiest day of my life. The first happiest day was when I was a prisoner of war in Germany, and I was on a march for 86 days, and I was finally liberated by the English army. That was the happiest day of my life. And today is the second happiest day of my life because I see something coming true that I felt that I should do, and I'm going to tell you how it started. About 2 years ago, we were distributing daisies in front of Public Store, dressed as I am right now, and we had a large sign that was 30 inches by 30 inches, and it said, ex-prisoners of war. So 3 teenagers approached me, and here's what they said. They said, "Hey, mister, what does that mean? People out of work?" Well, from that moment on, I decided I had to do something. And as you can see now, I've done it. Now what I'd like to do is I would like to read the names of the committee. Please don't applaud until I finish. Now, most of this committee, the members, belong to 2, 3, and 4 veteran organizations. So you will know that I'm only going to mention one that they belong to because we could be here a long time. Frank Mezzatesta, that's me, POWs. Roger Sullivan is DAV. John Breho, American Legion. Tom Ritter, DAV. Harold Cybers, DAV. Del Presser, Submariners of World War II. Lenny Silva, VFW. Michael Brooks, Purple Heart. Janet Davey, the DAR. Christine Heaton, DAR. And Emery Clippert, POWs. And now I'd like to mention my right hand in this whole prosperity that we have here is my wife, Joan. Without her, I never would have made it. She's been with me every day. She's my chauffeur because she does the driving. She's campaigned with me every day and every evening. And I can't say any more about that. My left hand, of course, is the foundation. And that would be, of course, you know, we have Linda Martin as the director, and we have the assistant director is Laurie Crompton, and the office staff is Betty Barrett, Kathy Bordeaux, and the volunteers. We have 3 volunteers that help throughout this whole project, and they are Mary Sullivan, Florence Waldron, and Ruth Michaels. Now you can clap. And in my closing statement, because we have other people to speak, I have a phrase from the late President Kennedy with a little switch. In other words, it says, what have our veterans done for our country? Well, we've done our share. We provided this country with freedom. Now, what is the government going to do for our veterans? Thank you.
At this time, I would like to have our chairperson, Frank Mezzatesta, and our vice chairperson, Roger Sullivan, lead our committee to the center of the park for the unveiling of the monuments. Okay, here we go. Okay, as our committee members take their chairs, I'm going to ask Frank and Roger to please proceed to the Wall of Honor. The beautiful monument displayed on the center pedestal will serve as the focal point of our park. It is solid granite, weighs over 27,000 pounds, stands over 12 feet in height, and has the beautiful bronze eagle that you can see on top with a wingspan of 28 inches. The dedication plaque simply states, dedicated to all U.S. veterans, past and present. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our monument. Now, if I may divert your attention to the far left of the park, Frank and Roger will unveil our Wall of Honor. The Wall of Honor proudly displays the many supporters of the park who have purchased nameplates on brass, silver, and gold plaques. Also prominently displayed are the many clubs, organizations, and businesses that have made this park a success. We truly appreciate the support. Gentlemen, if you'll do the honor. Please join me in welcoming General Dwayne Leif Erickson.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be here today. Honored because I have been asked to participate in a dedication ceremony that is a living memorial. Living in the fact that it remembers people from the Revolutionary War, 1775, to those who are on active duty today. And if we look at that history time span, we're talking 198 years from the Revolutionary War until the close of the war in Vietnam. We have serving in times of conflict, and there were 7 wars and 2 conflicts involved. Over 40 million men and women who today we memorialize, and we also say thank God that they were there to serve. The birth of this memorial, as you heard, was typical American ingenuity, the spirit that made this country of ours great. And when I said I was honored to be here, I'm also humbled to be here. Because when I hear it's what this monument is all about, I want to do something that comes from the heart. I want to salute not only the veterans who are here, but those millions who are not here. I salute you. And in closing, I would like to say, I'm proud to be an American. God bless America, and God.
This is a great crowd. It's not quite as warm as it was on the 4th of July either when we had the first groundbreaking on the site. Repetitious or not, I'd like to also thank Frank and our committee with a special recognition to Linda Martin and the Villages Foundation staff, their commitment, the labor of love that they've had for veterans. Of course, the family developers, especially Mark Morris for his ideas and fundraising, of course, primarily from vets, friends, and families of veterans that have contributed to this park and made it possible. I'm proud to have 6 bricks purchased myself for family and friends that span some 80 years from World War I to the Persian Gulf. I probably have more in my genealogy, but these were personal in my lifetime, the people that I knew, loved, and respected. It's now 80 years since Armistice Day in World War I. This was for a specific moment in time. It's probably the only memorial that we have that specifies an 11th minute to the 11th hour of the 11th day, 1918, the end of World War I, the war to end all wars. Didn't work out that way, did it? At the height of the Cold War, after World War II and Korean carnage, President Eisenhower in 1954 signed legislation that made it what it is now, Veterans Day. I quote, "through which a grateful nation on a day dedicated to world peace may pay proper homage to all its veterans who have contributed so much to the preservation of our way of life," unquote. As we commemorate Veterans Day
to you to serve as a keepsake of today's festivities. May each of you take pride in the Veterans Memorial Park and never forget the many men and women who bravely served our country and gave us the most precious gift of all, our freedom. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America.